Hey, welcome to the bait cave. Been quite a while since I've been out here myself. I probably ain't been out here in a month and a half. Been on the road out of the last 5 weeks. I think we've only been home 1 week in between 2 trips. Been home almost a week and haven't been able to get out here yet. It's just like when you're gone a long time, everything happens. You know, well, the grass grows. So first thing I do, got to cut the grass. Then I think the last electrical storm we had over here fried the electronics in my dishwasher, so I had to replace that. My shop was a complete disaster. I didn't even know where to start, so got that all cleaned up. I think I'm gonna start off real simple today, just something lighthearted. I think I'm gonna go with one of my most widely used single colors, like probably green pumpkin, maybe 156 green pumpkin. Simple, can use a single injector. I mean, it takes a little while to get creative again, you know. Or I got so much junk sitting up here, I can't remember where I was with it. So it's probably gonna have to all go into the remelt bin because I don't remember what I was making with it. See, like this is all kind of remnants of what I was working on my last day in here. Probably figured out there's some cool colors. I think this was all hand pours. I think I was doing a lot of hand pouring before I left out of here. So the plastisol really needs to be mixed well, especially something like this has been sitting up over a month. I mean, I don't know if you can see the line of separation. I just made this. It's just like this kind of slot in a little rod and then tied a whole bunch of wire ties around it. It's a good way to mix these jugs. And you know, I probably mixed a lot of air into it. They say don't shake it for that reason. I know it always says mix but don't shake. But living down here in Southeast Texas, it's so humid. I have no doubt there's a whole bunch of moisture in there that I got to vacuum out anyway. I like to add a few drops of this heat stabilizer. A lot of people don't like it. I'm not sure if it really works that well, but at least I like the smell of it. So, and I always this is my favorite plastic right here from Bait Plastics, and I use a bunch of different blends, but the 242 is what I use the most. Ultra low odor. This stuff, I have a lot of good luck with it. It's pretty durable. It don't rightly get all scorched up real fast. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I like to start off with 3 minutes. It's usually a good amount of time to at least get this 1 cup started. It's going to take a little bit more than that, but it cooks pretty well. Some other plastisols I've used before, I'd be afraid to jump right into 3 minutes with it. And every microwave is different, so you have to feel your own way once you get your microwave all set up. So that's 3 minutes, cooked it straight on through. But look at all, I don't know if you can see. Look at all those, that's all moisture. So like I said, this one's been open for a month. I haven't touched it. So plastic it's basically cooked now, but I'm gonna have to run it through the vacuum chamber. So I'm gonna heat it up just a little bit more, probably like 30 more seconds. There's the part where you don't want to overdo it because you could burn it. All right, this is kind of really a not so fun part, but it's necessary. All right. Let me show you how simple this recipe is. $1.56. 30 drops. I used to go 40, but I'm starting to lighten up a little bit. I might even bring it down to 25 and see what it looks like. I'm kind of like, these won't be translucent, but 40 drops is really, really thicker. And then I use a 1/4 tablespoon, or is that a teaspoon? That's probably a teaspoon, right? A teaspoon of this black hex. I'll let it heat a little bit. And then this is a little bit, it's starting to wear out, but this is square cut black. It's 0.65. It's a little bigger. I put the same amount. I want less in it, but being that it's bigger, this is less. Yeah, that makes sense. But that's what I find. That's what I find gives me the best look, or look that I'm going for. I use this sometimes on the backs of a toad. You know, if I'm making an atomic toad, I'll make this look right here, and then I might make like a yellowish chartreuse belly. I think it looks kind of cool. Okay, so here we go. 156 green pumpkin, right? See if we can get this one without incident. All right, you gotta always make sure these stay topped off, because if they're not, what tends to happen is, watch it. Watch, you might better see it suck in. See that? Starting to go down now. If you let it get too much air in there, your bait will come out hollow, believe it or not. Doesn't seem possible, but it'll keep drinking that down. I told you I changed out my dishwasher today. There's a guy out there trying to pick it up. Let me go see if I can help him. Ooh, almost missed it. I didn't want to have to put that in there by himself. I think it's going to be good for scrap. For you guys wanting to start out the hobby, let me show you how easy cleanup is. It comes right off. Any little, I just throw it right back in here, because if it's not going to be for remelt day, I may just make another batch and that'll go right in it. I think they call that an injector plug. I'm not exactly sure on the terminology, but I think I've heard it called that before. See, it's super easy. I know it looks like a mess when you're pouring it, but it really just cleans up. It just peels right off. Well, let's see what these look like. I think they cooled enough. Let's try the stick baits first. They would have cooled the fastest. That's 156 green pumpkin. Simple, right? It's simple, but yet the only color I use almost as much as this is black and blue in the stick bait. Now the worms, I got some different color worms, but this is my top go-to color. And this would be the 10-inch curly tail worm. This is another one of my favorites. Now, fish worms and stick bait's different. I think a lot of people might say, well, why do you want a worm and a stick bait? Because technically, these are two different lures. See, isn't that a good color? Simple, real effective. I mean, I don't know what the fish think it is, but it works. All right, so you see how cool that was? So most of the companies out there have starter kits if you're looking to get into the hobby. I would always recommend that one of your colors be green pumpkin. The color that I found, it actually works from coast to coast. I've seen guys catch giant bass in California, seen guys up in the Northeast, seen people in Carolinas catching big bass down in Florida on green pumpkin. Find your favorite way and start making your own. Louisiana, Texas, it's a good all-around color to get started. I always leave these at least one of these rigged up on deck at all times, because I even if I miss a topwater blow up, always right away I can always be ready to throw a stick bait right behind it. And sometimes Texas rig, sometimes wacky rig, right where you missed the blow up, and a lot of times you'll wind up landing that fish, because they'll turn right around and hit this worm, the stick bait. And another thing that I left out of the recipe on these things was I didn't add salt. If you want salt, you can put salt in them. It's good because it gives it a lot of weight. You can cast it a country mile. But on the other hand, the way I like to rig these, I want them to be buoyant. I don't want that salt weighting them down. The salt adds a lot of weight to them and they sink faster. I don't want their rate of. I actually want my tackle to bring the bait down versus have it fall on its own. It's just the way I fish. I have a different way. So everybody's different, right? Find your own way and start making your own, you're going to have a lot of fun with it, I guarantee you. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, click the subscribe button down below. Also, I've been working on a giveaway. I'm up to 23 followers. I need 2 more, and it's giveaway time. As soon as I get those next 2 followers, hit 25, I'm gonna let you guys know, and I'm gonna make a video about the giveaway. Just be sure and stay tuned. Oh, and as always, I'm the old tired veteran. Have any questions, leave me a comment. I'm glad to talk to you guys. I really appreciate you following my page, and I hope this video is all right. This is my first one on my own without my best girl out there keeping me rolling. So I got to tell you, I feel very, very awkward, and I'm gonna work on that. But anyway, thanks for following, and you guys have a good day.